Real quick, I just want to mention that I have a Twitch channel I stream on, and if any of you guys are looking for some extra content, I will leave the link down to that in the description. Any support would be greatly appreciated. So most of you guys already know, Guardian Games is right around the corner. It actually starts in about 2 weeks on May 2nd, and we are getting a very unique weapon that's, honestly, I don't think we've ever seen anything like in the past. And if you've been watching my channel for a minute, you know that I do not just hype up guns for no reason, and very rarely do I make videos on weapons that aren't out yet, because sometimes, you know, we don't really know how they're going to be. Obviously, when Immortal came out, everybody knew that gun was going to be absurdly broken, but as for other weapons, you know, sometimes we don't really know if they're going to be meta, we don't know if they're going to be that good. For all we know, some of the weapons, you know, that people have gassed up in the past have ended up being really bad. And I'm pretty certain that this gun is not going to be a flop. It's going to be really, really good for a couple of reasons. One, if you're a PvE player, this gun has rolls that are worth grinding for. And two, if you're a PvP player, this gun also has some really, really good rolls that you can't get on any other scout rifle in the game that are going to be worth grinding for. And I know you might be thinking, well, Grab, it's a scout rifle. It's not going to be good in PvP. But here's the thing. When you really take a look at the Terra Zippo stats, the first thing that jumps out to me is the 19 zoom. Also the fact that it's a 200 RPM scout rifle, you know, with the hung jury model, and not a 180, because 180s, you know, I mean, box breathing 180s are cool, but if they don't have box breathing, they're pretty terrible, and they're not very viable in PvP, because their time to kill is like 10 minutes, and yeah, they're not very good. But, like I said, this being a 200 RPM really does save it, and having 19 zoom, just to put that into perspective, there is only one other 19 zoom scout rifle in this entire game that is not currently sunsets, and that is the Trustee. Other than that, I guess DMT and, you know, the legendary DMT do technically have lower zoom, but those are kind of anomalies because they're not really your typical scout rifle, so I'm not including them. And I already know there's going to be that one guy in the comments that's like, Grav, zoom doesn't matter. You're just clickbaiting for views. And, you know, if you're that guy, all I'm going to say is go use the servant leader in PvP and, you know, tell me if you have a good time. Because you will notice real quick how hard it is to track with a high zoom scout rifle versus something like a Mida multi-tool. Because servant leader, that gun, and I cannot stress this enough, is the epitome of ass cheeks. And even when you look at the rest of the stats on this gun, you know, other than just the 19 zoom, the gun has the second highest aim assist for any lightweight scout rifle in the game, second to only the Pleiades Corrector, which is genuinely awful. I don't know why anyone would use this gun. So it basically has the most, and the stats all around are very comparable to something like Nightwatch, which is another lightweight scout rifle pretty much everybody likes. But, you know, a gun can have the best stats in the world, but if it doesn't have a good perk pool, does it really matter? No, because nobody's going to use it. And, you know, speaking of perk pools, it's about time that we take a look at... What was this gun called again? You know what? I'd rather not say all that, so let's just get started with the left perk column. So in the left perk column, we have Gut Shot Straight, Offhand Strike, Moving Target, 4th times the Charm, Zen Moments, Outlaw, as well as No Distractions. Now, in terms of PvP, I'm really only looking at one perk right here. Now, don't get me wrong, Moving Target, No Distractions, you know, those are some really, really good perks. But Zen Moments, I cannot stress enough how good that this perk is going to be on the Scout Rifle. For one, Scout Rifles get the biggest impact from Zen Moments at a 2.0 multiplier as opposed to things like ARs and stuff that only get a one-time stack for each bullet, because obviously Scout Rifles shoot slower, but, you know, a lightweight Scout shoots pretty damn quick, so that's not really an issue. So Zen Moment is basically going to delete the recoil on this weapon, and you're not going to get flinched. You are not going to get flinched at all with this gun, and if you don't believe me, try out a Zen Moment weapon for yourself with a 2x multiplier. A good one that pretty much everybody's going to have is Austringer, because you can just go slap it on, you can craft it. There's really not much to it. But go test out Zen Moment Austringer and tell me that that is not one of the most fun weapons you guys have ever used, because not getting flinched is really, really valuable in PvP. And for PvE, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Pretty much everybody's going to be going with 4 times a charm because, It's just an absolutely amazing perk on pretty much any scout rifle. I guess gut shot might have some value with, you know, a certain perk I'm going to mention in the right perk column, but I still think 4 times is undoubtedly going to be the main choice. Now, if you guys aren't too impressed by the gun just yet, I do understand, but I'm just going to warn you guys, because when I put this right perk column up on the screen, y'all are going to see exactly what I was talking about, and here it is. So in the right perk column, we have Explosive Payload, Hatchling, Cascade Point, Focused Fury, Encore, Kill Clip, and Keep Away. Now, I'm going to be honest, in terms of PvP, you really should only be going with either Explosive or Kill Clip. Personally, the role I'm probably going to be going with on this gun is going to be Zen Moment Explosive, because it's just going to be so goddamn good. But, you know, overall, PvP, Explosive or Kill Clip. Now, for PvE, it's honestly a little bit more interesting in this column, because Explosive is an amazing choice, especially if Bungie stacks it with Gutshot. If Explosive Payload stacks with Gutshot straight, this gun is going to be so goddamn nasty in PvE. Like, you guys have no idea. And then Hatchling, that's going to be really, really good for your strand builds, and, you know, it's going to be an ad clear machine. Cascade Points, I mean, I don't think it's going to be that good. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't really see it being that good of a perk. Focus Fury is a decent choice. You know, Encore, not great. Kill Clip, okay. And then Keep Away, not great. So really for PvE, Explosive Payload or, you know, Hatchling, depending on your build, is going to be the move. Anyways, though, now that we have gone over both the left and the right perk columns, I do want to give you guys both my PvP and my PvE god roll for this gun. So for PvP, I'm going to be going for Arrowhead Break, Tactical Mag, Zen Moment, and Explosive Payload, and then either a Range Handling or Stability Masterwork. I really don't care as long as it's not reload. I almost said as long as it's reload. Holy Bungie, do not give me a reload masterwork. That's all I'm asking for. But yeah, that is going to be my PvP god roll. And then for PvE, I mean, the barrel really doesn't matter. Just kind of pick whatever you want. And then for the magazine, I mean, Flared's a good option. Tac's a good option. Appended's good. And then, you know, for the perks, like I said, Gutshot, Explosive. If that stacks together, that is going to be an insanely good perk combo, and it's going to be a no-brainer. I mean, it's going to be good regardless, even if it doesn't stack how we think it is. But, you know, other than that, you could go for, you know, Gutshot Hatchling, 4 times Explosive, 4 times Hatchling. And like I said, if Gutshot Explosive does not work out, 4 times Explosive is going to be just as good. So, you know, I would not sleep on this gun at all. Anyways, though, boys, that is pretty much everything I have to say about the Terra Zippos. I am really looking forward to this gun for Guardian Games, and it is kind of nice that we didn't get a flop. Like, if they would have made the Guardian Games weapon a glaive, I would have been pretty damn disappointed. But yeah, overall, you know, let me know what you guys think about the gun. Let me know what your personal god roll would be. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like and a comment letting me know what you thought. Anyways, it's been Gravely. Peace.